some information from both of you on preparedness. Melissa and Carrie's awesome. So we're really fortunate as residents of the city of San Diego to have Alex Kane, our assistant fire marshal, who's been super supportive to our fire safe councils and the work that we're doing collaboratively. And so I'm going to turn it over to them as we expand our focus a little bit, and he's going to introduce his team, and they've got a presentation as well.
Thank you. Yeah, hi everybody. Thank you for the presentation. While we're getting our PowerPoint together, what is the underlying thing that you're hearing from these presentations? What are you taking away so far? Be prepared, right? It's before the emergency. It's like, what can we do before the emergency so that we don't become part of the emergency? We can get out of there and let the first responders, the police department, fire department do their job, protect their homes. When we were talking about this event, higher? Yeah. Okay, thank you. When we were talking about this event, it was proposed as New Year, new commitment to safety. And I completely agree with that. The best way for us to commit to safety is to focus on our home and our family and what we can do. It's about getting prepared before the fire. You've seen it, if you heard it already from the two presenters before, you're gonna hear it again. I know that a lot of you are here for Zone Zero. We'll talk about Zone Zero. We'll talk about the city's intent. We'll talk about what we're doing for it. But this is primarily about, let's set this year on the right track and let's get ourselves prepared, because you can know all about Zone Zero, but if you don't have your go bag, and it's not if, it's when it comes, and you're not prepared, you become part of the problem. And the fire department has to focus on evacuations as opposed to fire suppression. It's very common during conflagration. So we'll start to introduce ourselves. Like Alex Kane, Assistant Fire Marshal, Wildfire Program Manager. Before this, I was working in inspection services. I've been part of the San Diego Fire Department coming on 25 years now. A lot of time in suppression, a lot of experience going to these wildfires, structure fires. I was actually going to say it was pretty staggering about the statistics about how many people die in house fires. You know, one of the most important things I'm going to say again, because this is my old firefighter mind, is get those smoke detectors installed. Check them. Those things save lives. Coming into wildfire prevention and the program management, I was really excited for this. It's a lot of things happening in the city all at once. There's a lot of changes coming along, and I look forward to sharing them with you. I'm going to pass this off to my counterparts so they can introduce themselves. Here you go.
Hi, I'm Sierra Brown. Thanks for being here. I've been with San Diego Fire Rescue Department for the last 10 years, just as a firefighter working at fire stations. And I recently got this position as a deputy fire marshal, and very excited about it. Prior to this, I worked for the Forest Service. I also worked for CAL FIRE. I'm on an incident management team, so some of these big fires, I'm there working with the team, helping out, and I also work for UCSD doing initial attack fire modeling all over the state.
Hi, my name is Helen, Sylvia. I'm a firefighter paramedic. I'm on a special assignment working under Alex. Really excited to be here. I've been working with the San Diego Fire Rescue Department for 9 years. Before this assignment, I was working at a technical rescue station in Little Italy, and then all over the South Bay and a little bit in Sereno Valley. And I'm also a ocean lifeguard for City of Imperial Beach.
And one of our other members in the back, that's Jordan Herrer. He's also part of the team. This year we created a small team with this new program, trying to get this thing on its feet. His prior history was hotshot. He's experienced with wildfire analyst, risk analyst. He brings those skills to the team. We have a well-rounded team, as you can see. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Okay, so new program, new title. In the past, it was brush management and enforcement. It was really earmarked. With this new program, we created a new mission statement. We changed our name. It's Wildfire Prevention and Mitigation. So the mission of the Wildfire Prevention and Mitigation Division is to reduce the risk of catastrophic wildfire loss by advancing community-wide resilience through strategic enforcement. That's going to come into play when we start talking about Zone 0. Strategic enforcement. And we're looking at it through the community-wide resilience. So we're going to also do public education, risk-based mitigation. Guided by the California WUI Code, the division prioritizes actions that meaningfully reduce structure ignition, enhance firefighter and resident safety, and improve neighborhood survivability at scale. So right off the bat, what we're saying here is we're going to prioritize our enforcement. We're going to prioritize our brush management. Our goal is to prevent conflagration at the community scale. I heard a lot of people asking questions about my plant in front of my house that's stucco, that has no ground cover. Is that a high priority for the fire department as opposed to the house that hasn't been maintained for 2 decades on the canyon rim, overgrown over into their neighbor's yard, dropping tree litter on their roofs? There's two different stark differences between the two houses. It's our job to understand which is a higher priority and enforce it. We have limited people. We have approximately 240,000 parcels within the very high fire severity zone. My team is 10. So we're like alchemy, we're trying to make things, but I'll tell you this, and what I've seen, the best thing that we can do is engage the community, educate the community, get out there, support them. And we've been doing that for the last couple of years with the fire safe councils, and I'm telling you, there's this synergy occurring. The programs that we have coming along that I'm going to share with you shortly, it's awesome. So kudos to the fire safe councils. For everything they've done. They're changing the narrative, they're fighting for it, and we're supporting that too. So the city is responding to that. Yes. So what can you expect from your fire department? This is what our mission is for 2026. Community education. The Home Ignition Zone Defensible Space Inspector class. It's kind of a long title, but essentially what that is we train people to go out there, evaluate homes. They understand what Zone 0 is. They understand what Zone 1 and Zone 2 is, how to harden the home. Historically, this class is meant for fire department personnel. But we coordinated with fire safe councils. We're like, you know what? Because we're such a limited team, why don't we go out there and teach the public? Why don't we engage the public and have them support their neighbors by performing these evaluations and these assessments? And we actually have some graduates in the class here. So it was great, and they're getting out there. What we want to do is we want to do more of that. We completed a class last year where we had a hybrid class where we not only taught the public, but we also brought in contractors. These contractors are doing work for you guys. Do they know what they're doing? How do you have them do the right things to protect your home, create defensible space, those types of things? That's something that we're going to do, and we are going to continue to support the fire safe councils. That is the best way to get the city to meet you and help you, is by coming together and forming these councils. Is there anybody in this room that is considering starting a fire safe council? Or is everybody pretty much involved in a fire safe council? Everybody's involved in one fashion. That is fantastic. We want to see everybody involved with fire safe councils. They do good things. Okay, dump-a-thons, chipping events. This is directly from feedback from the fire safe councils. We meet monthly, sometimes every other month, depending on holidays. And what I do is I come there and I say, what are your problems? How can we help you? And one of the things that came up was, well, we do these dump-a-thons. They're fantastic. We get rid of a lot of hazardous vegetation. Well, that's great. What are the problems? Well, we got to pay for permit fees. We got to figure out the locations of the dumpsters. We have to get these barricades that are expensive, and we have to put 2 per each dumpster. I'm like, I understand. Okay, let's see what we can do. Well, we come back to the city, we coordinate with different departments, and what we have now is we secured the barricades. We secured the permitting process, so it's free. Fire safe councils, we're nearly done completing a grant to support the hauling away of the waste. And then we'll come out and bring our chipper, and we'll provide home risk assessments, community education on that Saturday or Sunday to finalize the event. We're going to tally how much waste you removed, and we're going to tell the mayor. We're going to tell anybody that's willing to listen. This is what we're doing together. So we need more of that. We're going to do more of that this year. CWPPs. Who's here in the process of writing a CWPP? Challenging, right? There's certain things that you need from the fire department. a wildfire protection plan, community wildfire protection plan. Part of it is evacuation planning. My team here has been working on an algorithm to determine, hey, how can we create evacuation planning based on housing density, street widths, pinch points, and we've gotten to the point where we actually completed Normal Heights. We're gonna start working on La Jolla, which is very challenging. We have a way that these, when you're writing the CWPPs, you can reach out to us. We'll provide you the maps, and we'll provide you the evacuation routes for your CWPP. We want it to be standardized and it can be repeated. That's the most important thing. Along with that, we can provide other mapping that you need to create these documents that are your roadmap for safety and resilience. We're working in collaboration with the San Diego County Fire Safe Council. We've been meeting with Morgan, Heather, and her team. Just had a meeting today earlier with the Resource Conservation District. We're talking about how we can work together, how we can secure more grants to support the fire safe councils and support the city and the community becoming more resilient. I'm pretty excited about this. I think there's a lot of opportunity. We haven't been collaborating in the past years, and I look at there's going to be great things coming for us. And ultimately, for those existing fire safe councils, we want to help you guys move towards FireWise USA. Does anybody here know what FireWise USA is? Okay, it's a certification through NFPA. The most important thing, it's recognized by insurance companies. It's a commitment that you make for wildfire resilience and adaptation. When you have that certification, insurance companies see that and it becomes a factor in determining your premiums. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Helen. She's going to talk about Ready, Set, Go.
Good evening. How are you guys? So excited to be here. Thank you again. I only have one slide, so I'm going to try to make it the best I can.
Ask lots of questions.
Yeah. So what I want to talk about is what is the Wildfire Action Guide? The Ready, Set, Go program helps residents, you guys, prepare for wildfires by creating defensible space, which we've been talking about, hardening their homes, and planning for safe evacuation. So we want you to ready your property and get your plan ahead. We want you to get set by staying alert, being prepared to leave, and to go by leaving early when the fire threatens. So here's the big thing. I have homework for you guys. If you guys can all take out your phones and see if you can scan this QR code. So this QR code is going to take you to our official guide. It's 12 pages, PDF. There's English and Spanish. So choose wisely. And then from there, I want you guys to just save it, bookmark it, favorite, whatever you can do. And then I want you guys to go over that, and I want you to read through it, and I want you to try to use these things and to help yourself help us, which is helping you. Yeah.
So, new year, new commitment to, wildfire safety adaptation. So your fire safe councils, if you're there, please reach out to your leadership. Have them request for us to come out, and we'll go through that Ready, Set, Go. We'll help you create your family plan. And it's great. It's like what everybody else has been preaching. We need to prepare for these things. It's not if, it's when it's going to happen. That's part of our commitment that we want to start the new year with, making sure that everybody has their Ready, Set, Go functional and understood by their family, so you can protect the thing that's most important. When there's a disaster sequence that Dr. Jack Cohen, he spent his whole life kind of in the wildland arena. Towards the end of his career, he started focusing on why homes were burning down. And he came out with a disaster sequence. He would study these big fires. And the first thing, when the first arriving units get at scene, they quickly become overwhelmed by what is going on. What normally happens is that they also become involved with evacuations. People didn't get out early enough. The firefighters are focused on getting people out of harm's way. What does not happen is suppression. Fire suppression is now ineffective or just not happening. So so by creating your ready, set, go and having your plan and evacuating early, it allows us, the firefighters, to come in and actually suppress this fire, which tends not to happen during these large conflagrations. That's how important it is. We got to work together. That's your part. And then our fire department's part is to get at scene, secure water, and put that fire out. So can I get everybody's commitment to at least look at it and start this process? Okay, let's do it. We can do it.